You're watching the latest Cyprus news from financialmirror.tv. 2009 started on a positive note as regards efforts to solve the Cyprus problem after the two community leaders reached agreement on the issue of harmonization and cooperation between the federal government and the constituent states. This was achieved during their first meeting of the year within the framework of direct negotiations, which began last September. At their next weekly meeting, Dimitris Christofias and Mehmet Ali Talat are expected to take up what has been termed as the issue of past acts. The Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot community leaders also issued a joint statement condemning the attacks on Gaza and calling on the international community to bring the violence to an immediate end. The two leaders condemned the disproportionate use of force applied by the Israeli forces that has led to huge loss of life of innocent civilians, including women and children. This follows the failed attempt by the Free Gaza movement, accompanied by volunteer doctors of Cyprus and MP Eleni Theocharous, to send medical and other aid to the Palestinians, when their boat was rammed by Israeli warships. The aid has been airlifted to UN stores for distribution later. The massive decline in equity prices last year and the lack of credit was to blame for the 60% decline in the value of mergers and acquisitions involving Cypriot companies, down to 1.08 billion euros from the 2.6 billion euro deals recorded in 2007 and the 2.9 billion euros in 2006. A total of 51 deals were announced in 2008 compared to 92 deals in 2007. Of the total, just over 1 billion euros involved cash and 73 million equity swaps, according to the Financial Mirror annual MA survey. Bank of Cyprus concluded the largest MA deal of the year by acquiring an 80% stake in Uniastrum Bank, Russia's 9th largest bank, at a cost of 310 million euro, with an option to raise its stake in the future. Marfin Popular Bank took a 50% stake in the Russian Rozprombank for 83 million euros, thus increasing its geographical presence in Eastern and Central Europe and the Balkans. Russian citizens and other CIS nationals reduced their deposits in Cyprus banks in November by 400 million euros from a year ago. The money they have whisked out of Cyprus has so far totaled nearly 3 billion euro. The monthly decline was due to foreign residents reducing their deposits with Cyprus banks from 15.92 billion euros in October to 15.53 billion euros in November. Total deposits placed with Cyprus banks in November reached 56.7 billion euro, according to the Central Bank Monetary Survey. Cyprus residents maintained their deposits with local banks at 39.97 billion euro in November, up 27% from a year earlier. Meanwhile, loan growth in November continued to hold well, increasing 38.75% year-on-year compared to November 2007. According to the Central Bank survey, total loans reached 54.16 billion euros. After an absence of 2 years from local capital markets, the government of Cyprus raised 150 million euros through the sale of 5% government bonds, with a 5-year maturity at an average yield of 4.7%. The total value of the bids submitted during the auction held by the Central Bank of Cyprus on January the 7th was 327.24 million euros, of which 150 million euro were accepted at the average price of 101.33 per 100 euro nominal value, representing an annual yield of 4.7%. A total of 8,516 Nicosia residents took part in the municipal referendum to decide the fate of the vacant lot that used to house the capital's old stadium, GSP. According to the results of the mail ballot referendum, Nicosia residents and businesses working in the area prefer a few buildings, open spaces, and facilities for pedestrians in the old GSP area, as well as underground parking spaces. The proposal for the construction of a high-rise building was rejected. Nicosia Mayor Eleni Mavrou said that the response was particularly encouraging and that the municipality will present the results to the government for final decisions. She added that tenders could be out by the end of 2009 and work concluded in 3 to 4 years. The number of property sale contracts in the period between January and November showed a 27.9% year-on-year drop, while contract sales in November showed a 60% decline, according to data issued by the Land Registry Department. The compulsory dual pricing in euros and Cyprus pounds ended on January the 1st, a year after the accession of Cyprus to the Eurozone. Marking 1 year since joining the euro, Finance Minister Harilaos Stavrakis said that accession to the euro area has made the local economy and its banking system more stable. Cyprus was the 14th EU member to join the Eurozone on January the 1st, 2008, together with Malta. The exchange rate of the Cyprus pound to the euro had been fixed at 0.585274. or 1 Cyprus pound corresponded to 1.71 euros. Slovakia is the 16th member of the Eurozone, joining on January 1st, 2009. The Executive Committee of the Cyprus International Businesses Association, CIBA, has chosen former Health Minister Phrixos Savvidis as its new president. In 1979, Savvidis was the founding partner of Savvidis Partners Panel Care Forster and was managing partner until 1999, when he was appointed to the Gliridis administration, a post he held until 2003. Currently, he is a senior independent business consultant and managing director of World Trade Center, Cyprus, as well as sitting on several boards. CIBA is a non-governmental independent association established in 1992 with the aim of safeguarding the interests of the international business companies in Cyprus. Its activities are financed by membership fees only, contributed by its more than 110 member companies, which include the largest and most prestigious IBCs operating on the island. Cyprus ranked 22nd in mathematics and 33rd in science among elementary pupils and secondary students from 60 countries, according to the 2007 Trends in International Mathematics and Science study. Cyprus ranked equal in maths with Malaysia, Norway, Bulgaria, Israel, the Ukraine and Romania. In science, Cypriots ranked equal with pupils in Iran, Syria and Turkey. Konstantinos Papanastasiou, an associate professor at the University of Cyprus, which conducted the survey in Cyprus, said that Cyprus is the country with the minimum teaching hours in mathematics and science among all participant countries. The survey was conducted among 7,347 secondary schools in 49 countries and 5,889 elementary schools in 36 countries. Thank you for watching FinancialMirror.tv.